Let me recognize you, Mr. Williams, and my cabinet colleagues, Honourable Dr. Daru and Dr. Mack. We are graced with two doctors tonight. And also Honourable Dennis Charles, your parliamentary representative. You know, when Mr. Williams speaks of the Prime Minister, it shows time and time again that this is a caring and loving Prime Minister that we have in the And it is no pretense. Actually, I used to associate with the Prime Minister's aunt, and the number of times she would talk of Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. It's years after that I found out it wasn't her son. She would always speak of this gentle and caring young man. So he is a genuine person, and we have a real loving and caring leader in the person of Dr. Honourable Roosevelt Skelt. They spoke of Pointe Michel then and now, and I had my own experiences. I lived here for a short while, just under a year, with my niece Jermaine, and I learned to drive on the little road then in Pointe Michel. I was always fearing ending up below on the seashore when I was learning to drive. So it is a vast difference today when you see I can just speed, except for the speed bumps, I can just speed through Pointe Michel. The Dominica government, the Dominica Labour Party government, we tackle private sector and the development of enterprise and industry from several fronts. And this is why we, the government and people of Dominica, have moved away from the days when the former government borrowed from private sector to pay salaries, to government now being able to make serious investments in the private sector. That's a major difference. Where they had to borrow from, it used to be cable and wireless then, or line, and now flow, borrow from them to pay salaries, borrow from Social Security, and others borrow from Galakan to pay salaries. Today, this government, the Dominica Labour Party government, is now able and has placed $15 million at the Aid Bank towards hotels and restaurants, towards the hotel and restaurant sectors, at 3% interest and 1 year grace period. It can't get any better than this. We have also placed $10 million towards the farming sector, towards the agricultural sector. Again, at 3% interest rate and up to 6 months grace period. So you have time, if you're into vegetables, to enjoy the grace period. Plant your vegetables if you need a greenhouse, you want to expand. Be able to even save up, meet your needs, reinvest in the business, and then pay after 6 months. And so far, about 67 farmers have benefited from that facility in 6 months to the tune of approximately $900,000. The government has also placed $1 million, has just approved, it's coming, $1 million to be placed at the Aid Bank towards the music. Musicians will now be able to go to the bank. The artists will now be able to go to the bank. So it is to promote the creative industries at 2% interest and 1 year grace period. Also, you would have heard Dr. Mack mention the intention right now We're working with the manufacturers, and the intention is to put a similar facility in place, targeting manufacturers and agro-processors. So this government has a holistic plan for this country, and we are using the money to reinvest in our people. And what money are we using? The money, the revenue from the Citizenship by Investment program. And the plan is to ensure that we reinvest this money into sustainable type activities, into sustainable livelihoods. So when you hear people discuss and say this government is not about sustainable development, it means these people are not even aware or are not even understanding their own words. Further, the government has supported the Dominica Youth Business Trust program. The Dominica Youth Business Trust program is geared at encouraging young entrepreneurs. So through a program of mentorship, training, and provision of a guarantee fund, they have turned out quite a few young entrepreneurs. And the government also provided this year a $1 million to the Aid Bank for the guarantee fund for the DYBT program. All of these funds, as I said, we could realize these programs because of the Citizenship by Investment program. This is a smart government and a caring government. We have the resources, and through the stewardship of the Honourable Prime Minister, we are using the resources, reinvesting the resources in our productive sector. And we need to ask ourselves, why, if we have actually this citizenship program, we always have had a citizenship program from the 1980s. Why did these people become desperate in 2017? Why did they become desperate after the revelation of the money that we have, $200,000 million in the bank? You need to ask that. You need to question. And I know we are smart people, aren't we? Yeah. We are very smart people, so we can analyze for ourselves. Through the Citizenship by Investment program, we are also ensuring the development of real estate. Again, productive sector. We have the Jungle Bay villas to be built in Soufrière. We know what happened to Jungle Bay following tropical storm, or during tropical storm Erica. And fortunately for you, the Jungle Bay villas are going to be rebuilt, and they are going to be rebuilt right here in your constituency. So you, your community, your young people will now be able to gain employment within the Jungle Bay, when the Jungle Bay villas comes to reality. And I know from very early, your constituents, young people, began to prepare themselves under an apprenticeship program that was run right here. I was at the closing ceremony, where the then PALREP sought to make sure he positioned his young people to take advantage of the hotels that are coming up. And that includes not only Jungle Bay villas, but the Bois Cotlet resort that is to be built right in your constituency. There are also other real estate developments, such as Silver Beach Resort and Spa that will be in Picard, Portsmouth, Sunstone Incorporated, Tranquility Beach that will be on the West Coast. And already in full development is the Range Development Kempinski Hotel in Cabrits. And all of this development has or will ensure employment. It will ensure the businesses that will emerge for provision of goods and services. It will ensure increased stay-over tourists when it's built and an expanded economy. Again, a smart and caring government who cares about the people and puts plans in place for the development of Dominica. And even during construction, the last count I got from a worker or an administrative person at Range Hotel, we had 110 locals employed during construction on the Range Development Hotel. We have, further, you have sales of supplies, all the cement and all the stones and all of what you need are provided by the hardware businesses to these people. And I was elated when I went on site to see that we had mobile snack kits from small entrepreneurs come there to sell the snacks, the breakfast, the lunch. So even during construction, you have businesses benefiting from such investments. And I would expect likewise, when the hotels are constructed, the Bois Outlet and the Jungle Bee, your people will find employment, and you will have to provide during construction some services, labor, both unskilled and skilled. And when it is built, we would expect that you would provide your fish to the hotels, you would provide your provisions to the hotel, you would provide your vegetables, your people would be engaged in hospitality services and so on. So, through these investments, you, the people of Dominica, will benefit, and we are already benefiting. Again, Dr. Mark explained that there is one of the programs, CBI, a component of the CBI is where people can invest in this real estate. So we have to protect what is dear to us. We ain't yet letting anybody come and take it away from us. We deserve, and some people think we do not deserve. We deserve to be developed, and we are embracing the CBI. So, all of these are geared to propel sustainable livelihoods and an expanded economy through the CBI funds. Further, the government provides support to the development of small and micro enterprises all across the country. Through the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, the government provides financial, technical and material assistance to small and micro enterprises. Actually, for this year, we have spent so far over $3.5 million disbursed to over 440 small business owners, so that once again we have the trickle-down benefits of the CBI to the ordinary people in the communities. The ordinary young woman who may not be able to face a bank, or young man who may not be able to face a bank, can get a grant from, once you have a viable business, you come to the Ministry of Commerce, you can get support, you can get technical advice, and you can get a small grant to start off your business. And indeed, we have seen quite a few success stories. Persons who would ordinarily be unemployed were able to establish their small business, able to employ themselves, and even expand and employ others. Just today, a young constituent of mine walked in. He was supported by the small business with a grant. And right now he's doing so well that he came to us and said his intention is to expand. His intention is to get increased supply of cassava. He has been able to add to cassava, make cassava with chocolate, make cassava with cranberry, with ginger, with coconut, and sell both in his hometown, in Calibishi, and come to Roselyn. So the demands exceed his supply. So he needs to get some farmers engaged to provide his raw material and to get people to assist him. So there are a number of success stories where government is ensuring that our young people can become gainfully employed. So not only do we have the National Employment Program, but we have support for small and micro businesses to either establish themselves or to expand. And further, we have been able to disburse this more than $3.5 million because we are decentralizing the distribution of funds. So we have a new approach, again, led by the Prime Minister, so that we decentralize. And you would have heard your own PALREP say that you'll be receiving $500,000 for your constituency, for small businesses within your constituency. And we should not underestimate the small grants. Many businesses have started from humble beginnings. And so the injection of small grants, while it may seem small, can have a very great impact once well utilized and once well managed. It has allowed for the unemployed to become gainfully employed and to even employ others. It has allowed for increased agro-processing initiatives in Dominica. Increasingly, we see a lot of products made right here in Dominica through the agro-processing initiatives. And we expect that to grow when the government places the credit facility that the manufacturers and agro-processors can access. It has facilitated women in terms of cottage-type industries. So women are able, even right from home, to get into small businesses, allowing them to be able to take care of their families, but also allowing them to get into economic activities to improve their quality of life and that of their families. It has helped small entrepreneurs to gain confidence, to establish and expand their businesses and to become independent. Those who are unable to take risks, as I said before, such as young people without collateral, so they can go to the bank, or even others who are disadvantaged, to have a place to go to say that they want to apply for support for small business. And we also have what we call a rural-based enterprise program. And those of you who saw the news recently, you would have seen that Bouche has now returned to fishing. Fishing used to be a traditional livelihood, but it's like there were very few fishermen. And so 10 young men were trained in fishing, and through our rural enterprise development program, and partnering with an NGO, they were equipped with boats, engine. They were trained through the Youth Development Division in fish pot making, in boat building. And so these young men, we are going to be working with them over the next year or so, and to have an incubation program with them so that they can become full-fledged fishermen. But already, they and the community are benefiting from that, because you now have fish coming into Bouche, and they are able to be gainfully employed. We have other programs like women in doing soft furnishings on the West Coast. We have a group of women doing in the Kalinago community uniforms. So this program also helps to get rural communities involved in enterprise development. And so we would expect you, I know the council chairperson of Soufriere is also seeking to have a rural-based enterprise program in his community. Your parliamentary representative also spoke of quite a number of you who have already benefited from the grants program at the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development. Over $160,000 benefited people right within your community. And so I cannot not re-emphasize the importance of the citizenship by investment program. Because again, all of the funds, all of the grants that we have been able to give, that has been impacting every community in Dominica, comes because we are able to raise the revenue from the citizenship by investment program. And so I would conclude that anybody who wants to kill the CBI or damage the image of Dominica so that we do not have such returns is an enemy of the state. I cannot but help conclude that. And I would say, is your enemy too. Because if you affect the citizenship by investment program, you are affecting the small grants that your community people can enjoy to have a sustainable livelihood and even employ others. You are affecting the ability of the government to reinvest in agriculture, to reinvest in tourism. You are affecting the washroom programs that seeks to improve the quality of life and bring pride to the people. You are affecting the National Employment Program. You are affecting the village road programs that's to come on stream very shortly. So I have to say that you must be an enemy of the state. Do you think these people like you? I have to conclude that they do not like us. And how can you say there's no rat in the house as far as we're concerned? We are benefiting, we know where the money of the CBI goes. It's reported, you can go to the budget address, all of the information was there. And actually, it is because all of this information was given, that is why these people became desperate and realized that the CBI is doing good and that if these programs go on stream, there's no way they can come through the ballot. And so they became very desperate. But we are not going to allow them to kill the goose that's laying the golden eggs. And to say they smell a rat. How can you smell a rat in your house and want to burn down the house? You're not even sure there's a rat. You just say you smell a rat and you want to burn down the entire house. No smart person does that. In fact, the stories that these people come with, I begin to think that they hear voices. You know the story they concoct. I'm saying, what? I think they're very creative, too creative. So they must be hearing voices. Because they come up with certain things that are just not credible at all. How can you come up with a story that the Prime Minister's visa was revoked and he's in the States at this time that you're saying it? Something is wrong with you. Something is very wrong with you. And if something is very wrong with them, we are not letting them take us down with them at all. And so we know what we have, and we know, you know that you have confidence in this Dominica Labour Party government that has brought you from a government that was unable to pay salaries to one that pays in advance of month end, and to one that knows where the resources is coming through, to one that makes sure it invests money made wisely, and to one that ensures it benefits the ordinary people, the marginalized people in society. We're not going to trade that, and they know that. That is why they're desperate, and they want to kill CBI. So I would just encourage you that you remain steadfast. You know truth when you see truth. And do not let them underestimate us. Dominicans are very bright people. We know stories when we hear them. We know that there was a long time story, I heard it just recently, about Chikiliki. Chikiliki, a leaf fell on the head and said it's the sky falling. And how many Goosey Lucy, Drakey Lakey, everybody start following the sky falling. We have passed that long time ago. So we know truth when we say it. And we are bright. And we will continue to embrace the Citizenship by Investment Program. We will continue to embrace development. and we continue to look after, we as a government will continue to look after your needs and address your issues in a positive manner. Thank you.